Upon the hillside, David and his warriors gather, hunger and frustration etched deeply into their weary faces. David surveys his men, a leader's resolve hardening his gaze as he prepares a desperate gambit. "Go to Nabal and greet him in my name," David commands, his voice carrying the weight of their plight. Messengers are dispatched, their figures receding against the landscape as they carry David's plea. "Ask him for whatever provisions your heart desires," David instructs, "as payment for our protection." Nabal sits at a table overflowing with food, servants attending to his every whim. His face reddens as he reads David's message, anger twisting his features. "Who is David? I owe him nothing." Nabal roars, his voice filled with contempt. He throws the scroll onto the table in a fit of rage, scattering goblets. The messengers depart, carrying the sting of Nabal's harsh words. Their faces are grim, burdened by the weight of Nabal's insulting reply. On the hillside, David's face twists with fury as Nabal's words echo in his mind. With cold resolve, David buckles on his sword, his movements sharp and filled with purpose. David's voice booms across the hillside, his command cutting through the air. "Every man with me, we're ending this tonight." His men, mirroring David's grim determination, reach for their weapons, ready to follow him into the night. News of Nabal's folly spurs Abigail into action, her face etched with determination as she plans her desperate mission. Donkeys laden with bread, meat, and wine begin their hurried journey down the rugged mountain path. Abigail races alongside the donkeys, her heart pounding with a mixture of fear and resolve. Dust clouds swirl around her as she drives the animals forward, each hoofbeat echoing her desperate plea. The mountain path stretches before her, a gauntlet of hope and peril as she seeks to avert disaster. Abigail races along the mountain path, the wind whipping through her hair as she spots David and his men. A cloud of dust rises as David's armed men charge towards Abigail's distant home, their intent clear and menacing. Without a moment's hesitation, Abigail leaps from her donkey, throwing herself to the ground before the advancing warriors. Abigail kneels, her face etched with desperation, her voice ringing out across the mountain. "David, do not shed blood today. Let God fight your battles," Abigail pleads, her eyes filled with conviction and courage. Abigail's voice trembles but remains firm. "Take this gift and spare my house." On the mountain path, David, humbled by Abigail's wisdom, slowly lowers his sword, his face a mask of conflicted emotions. He recognizes Abigail's courage, understanding the terrible act she has prevented, his anger beginning to ebb. "You've stopped me from doing something terrible," David admits, his voice heavy with realization. He acknowledges a higher power at play. "God sent you." Later, destiny unfolds as David asks Abigail to be his wife, marking a new chapter.